I'm Urza47, and this is episode number 6 of Urza Builds Factorio. Last episode, we built this nice little automobile, and have built this fabulous looking railroad. I haven't been this excited about building a railroad since I first learned how to play 1830. And I should not stand on the railroad track because that's kind of dangerous. So we have signals here. And so it's actually doing. Actually, I don't remember. It's running British style, so it goes up this way and then this way. Okay, good. So, anyways, and the train is on the opposite side of this track, all the way down here at Die-Star MC, picking up barrels full of crude oil and carrying them via this conveyor belt to these assembling machines, which will then disassemble them and pump the oil into these storage tanks, which now I'm going to have to figure out how to turn into plastic and other cool things. So, railroad chain signal is taking up prime real estate on this, or the empty barrel for that matter. So to refine things, we're going to need oil refineries. And we're short on something right now. What is it? Steel. We need more steel. Let's drive over to our steel. There we go. Take some steel. There we go. That starts filling up again. Oh my goodness. And we have no coal. So we're gonna. Why am I driving? There's coal right here for me to take. Gimme, 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 gimme. How much coal do we have now? Quite a lot. Okay. Great. So now we'll make our way back up. Red science is happening. What are we researching now? Concrete. Very good. It lets me run faster. Those things are working as fast as they can. I have several things here that are just straight up out of gas. Yeah, we have our furnaces burning at full capacity. More iron plates than I know what to do with. The steel's getting full as well. Which is fine. So many cogs, so much coal, much of maize. Grenades, I don't need more of those. I'll put some in there. There we go. Okay, let's drive back down here. Actually, we need to build more oil refineries. Let's park it over here on the other side of this. Okay, what's going on here? This balancer is not doing a good job of balancing. We need another splitter. There we go. This will at least get us closer. To a true split. There's patterns on the internet. I'm sure you can look up. It'll split this more evenly than I'm doing. But we're gonna need refineries. Oh, that's right. I want to build fancy circuits, which I'm not gonna bother with right now. We need refineries. Let's start with 3. And I have no idea how these work. But we'll put it up here, let's say. And obviously it's going to need electricity. So let's get our medium electrical. We don't have any. We do have one. Okay. We need more medium electric poles. Go, and let's put some lights down as well. Because I would very much like to see what I'm doing. Oil Refinery David L. Jones. So how does this work? Basic oil processing. Okay, so this is going to give me 3 of this, 3 of that, and 4 of that. They're coming out in different ways. Okay, great. Let's put 2 more of these down. And some pipes. It's not flowing very hard because I'm not. So I need to sort these out somehow. So I have to play game. Actually, I need to build a lot more pipes than I have now. We're probably going to need underground pipes as well. Actually, why am I building pipes by hand? There's a machine up here that builds pipes for me. I am going to need some underground pipes. Let's build at least 3 of those. All the pipes, my goodness. Oh, I didn't realize it was that cool. Why am I driving around everywhere? Because it's fun. Because I built this huge car and I left it in gear, apparently. So it's drifting away. Okay, learn how to drive, Alex. So what we're going to do here is we're going to... Let's see here. So this is our crude. Whoops. And that's going to be our... Oh, that's heavy oil. Okay, not crude oil. Heavy oil. Heavy refined oil. And this is going to be our... whatever the hell this yellow stuff is. Light oil. Finally, I'm going to need 3 more of these. This is what? Petroleum gas. Okay, light oil, heavy oil, and petroleum gas. So we're going to pump these into some storage tanks. Where's the storage tanks? There we go. Oh, concrete. Okay, great. Let's build electric engines. Automation 3. Well, we don't have blue science. We can't do any of that yet. Electric energy accumulators. Ah, so this allows me to go to more full-time solar power. That sounds good. Where do I want to... Alright, so we're going to want a tank of this here. I'm trying to design this with an eye to expandability. Okay, so let's rotate that and that. There we go. here. And actually, we're going to use some pipes to ground, just so this becomes easier to walk through. Pick that up. Now that's happening. And finally, we're going to move this over here. Oh, we're out of pipes. Really? Out of pipes already? Better take more. Okay, so we're going to build this across. So we'll just do this. That's fine. And some petroleum gas. Lovely. So this is slowly filling up. Possibly. So this is only coming out so fast. Okay, I got it. And I have some barrels in my inventory that need to be... There we go. We might want to put a balancer on this. Actually, this is going to be a problem later because these empty barrels are going to just sort of pile up. So what we're going to need actually is the following. So we need to actually take this away, replace it, drop our empty barrels, and so we're going to take a... Actually, I'm not sure I needed to do that. Let's pretend I didn't do that. So we're going to take an inserter here. And I'm going to need some electric power. Actually, let's build it like out here. So now, actually, we'll connect it up later. But for now, we're going to put a box. Nice big steel chest. Oops, not too close, too close. Ah, too far. Okay, let's... There we go. And we need a conveyor doing this. And another inserter. Wait, this seems really dumb. We need to actually move it. Yeah, actually, we need to do... this. I'll actually replace these with fast inserters. Okay, and empty barrels will just go from here to here and here to there. And once they get loaded up, it'll be all good. Okay, so these refineries are slowly refining. And now this just, of course, begs the question of, oh, you can actually see a little meter here, how full it is. That's cute. So this begs the question, of course, of what am I going to do with all this? Well, how to make plastic. How to make advanced circuits. That needs plastic, right? This needs advanced circuits. That needs sulfuric acid. How to make plastics, then? I can't just make it. I need to build a refinery. And it's made out of petroleum gas. So we need to make like a plastic factory. Which I guess we'll do over here. Make sure we have enough room for our storage tanks. We'll start with one, but we can always build more if we need it. And we're going to put our chemical plant. Oh, we've finished researching energy accumulators. Flamethrowers, rocketry, advanced research rocketry, that's fine. Okay, obviously we're going to need some electricity. So let's get a big power pole. And some medium ones. I have no idea what I'm going to do here as far as electricity, so for now we'll just put them kind of together like this. And this we're going to have make lots of stuff here. Explosives, batteries. Now, those things you have to actually put other kinds of stuff in them as well. Oh, water. So lubricant needs heavy oil, solid fuel needs heavy oil. Actually, you can make solid fuel out of any of these. Okay, so this means plastic bar and it needs coal, right? Yeah, it needs coal. Fortunately, I just so happen to have a humongous line of coal right here. And why did I put this thing like right in the path of things I need to... Put it right here. That's fine. So let's get our coal conveyor belt. And some lights would be nice. Never seem to have enough lights. I wish it built the components you need for these like in parallel rather than serially like it seems to do now. Okay, great. So this thing needs an inserter. I might need to upgrade this into a faster inserter. And out the other side comes plastic conveyor belt. Yeah, we need a fast inserter for this. And we might need a fast inserter on the output side as well. Definitely need a fast inserter on the output side of this. Not filter inserter, fast inserter. There we go. And for now, we'll just sort of insert these into a box at the other end. And of course that requires electricity. Really? Really? Ugh. Okay. Fine, we'll do it your way. Stupid length restrictions. Okay. There we go. Now we have a chest getting filled with plastic. We'll put an arbitrary limit of like 5 stacks on this. I have no idea how much plastic we're going to need. Probably we're going to need a lot. We're also probably going to want like a balancer here. Okay, let's look at a bar graph. So how much petroleum gas are we consuming to do all of this? Not enough that actually shows up on the screen. How's our electricity doing? Oh, not so good. We're not fully satisfied. So that means we're going to need some... Well, this stuff here is okay for now, for what it is, but let's turn this island here into a solar bank. So we're going to need solar. Oh, actually, before I commit to this, how much am I actually going to need to get the accumulator? That requires batteries. And batteries I can't just make by hand, I have to make those with sulfuric acid and other... Okay, so I need like a battery factory. To do all that. In the meantime... we will just keep up... Yeah, we don't have nearly enough red science. We will just keep on trucking here with this. Let's build another bank of 4 steam engines. And they require long inserters. Boilers. All of which, of course, require electricity. And this also requires water to heat, of course. And I need 4 of these. Pipes to ground. Oh, I already had a bunch of those. Why did I make more? Well, I'm sure we're going to need more someday. And more electricity is happening. Uh-oh. We're attracting some unwanted attention by looking at our pollution graph here, so we're gonna head down and okay, what's happening? Nothing's happening because we don't have enough crude oil. We have no crude oil. Okay. Something funny is going on, and we're gonna figure out what it is. And while we're there, we're gonna set up like auto turrets. And we're gonna try not to crash into trees or signals. There we go. And try not to drive along the train track, lest we get obliterated by an oncoming train, which would be an appropriate way to go out. Yeah, this train is still here getting nothing. What's going on here? This thing is totally full with crude oil. Why is the train not moving? Yeah, this is a red train. Okay, so what did I not do with this? So schedule is automatic. So we were at Die Star MC now, I guess. Does it like not know how to get there? Okay, let's try this. Let's put it on manual. We're at Die Star MC now. We're trying to get to S. Oh, that station doesn't exist. Okay, we're gonna remove this. Then go to inactivity, 5 seconds. There we go. Because I like demolished a station and rebuilt it, and that caused the name to change. How do I like change this assembly machine to not build anything? Oh, that's right, because it ran out of steel. It's not going to build anything. Okay, that's fine. So we have a turret. Okay, we're going to want like some more turrets. Now we're going to need some ammo. What are we out of? Copper plates. These turrets require batteries, so that's going to be problematic. I might want to build like a wall along the train, but that seems kind of unnecessary. Now we're going to finish this turret, which takes a long time to build somehow. And off we go. So this train left the station, came all the way up here. Now it's unloading all of the full barrels slowly and being refilled with empty barrels. These things are almost full. We might need another tank in here. Because we want enough tanks to cover at least one full train load of oil. Okay, why is this inserter not inserting? Because the tanks are full. Okay. Oh, I know I just disconnected a crap ton of stuff. That's fine. We need more tanks. More storage tanks. Where do I build them? Oh god, where's the storage tanks? I don't know where anything is. Oh, I don't have any goddamn iron plates. What? How do I not have iron plates? Oh, I need copper plates also. Give me some of this iron. Oh, not sprogs. I don't want those. Oh man. I need to go down here and get more copper, because I know there's a thing down here that's building copper. Tons of it. Okay, great. So now we need to build our storage tanks. We'll build out to like 6 tanks worth of storage. Train's gone because it unloaded all of its oil. There we go, now all our oil dumping is happening. But our refineries are taking a long time to refine. We might need to build more refineries. Since I have room here that I can easily build one more, we'll go ahead and do it. Do we really have no more plastic? So now I can actually build advanced circuits. Oh, we need battery. Yeah, we need battery production. But because we have advanced circuits, that lets us build fun things like I don't know. There's things here that I wanted to buy that I have skipped over because I don't have the ability to do with advanced circuits, which we do now because we have plastic. Okay, so our refinery's done. It's going to need some electricity. There we go. Now the train's coming back full of oil. Yep. So definitely the bottleneck here is our refining, which by the way I need to turn on. There we go. Where's my pipes to ground? Apparently I don't have any. Oh, that's right, because it builds them in pairs, because these are actually, each matched pair here is actually 2 items. This thing here is actually... it's about the same. Okay. So these 4 refineries are giving me enough petroleum gas to power this 1 plastic factory. But I have room to expand. Okay. So also down here, what we're going to need is... No, actually, while I'm thinking about it, we're going to build some more tanks. There we go. Just to have a place to store our heavy oil and light oil. Okay, at some point I'm going to want to build... Oh, heavy armor. Let's build some of that. At some point we're going to need... Yeah, so we need advanced circuits and batteries. So advanced circuits are going to need basic circuits and copper cables. The copper cables are being built all the way up here. We're also going to need to make our batteries sulfuric acid. And that requires water and it requires sulfur. So where do we get the sulfur then? We get it from water and petroleum gas. Okay, so we're going to put like a factory in here. So we need water. And guess what I tend to have a lot of here? Actually, let's build another water pump here, because I know I'm going to be drawing a crap ton of water. I want to make sure I don't cause our electricity to go out because I'm sucking all the water. Water pump, water pump, water pump. Never find anything on this thing. Where is the freaking water pump? Here we go. Offshore pump. And since it's easy to make, we might as well make another one. Make sure we absolutely have all the water we need. Okay, and then what we're going to do here is... we need an underground pipe. Rethink this, rethink this, rethink this. You too. And you. Let's actually put a pair of these up here. Right, aligned right along here, I guess. Are we out of pipes again? We are out of pipes again. Oh, darn it. Oh, our research is done. Oh my gosh. Okay, why am I not researching? Electric engines. Great. Let's get some of that. Well, I solved the red science backlog anyway. I'll just take all of them, for God's sake. And I have 13 empty barrels sitting around in my inventory for reasons unknown that we're going to dump out. Okay. Right, so now that we have our crap ton of pipes, we can pipe the water over. So we'll make a little gap here for reasons. Okay, so we're definitely going to want so to make sulfur, we just need water and petroleum gas. And make that in a chemical plant. I know we're going to need a bunch of these, so it's like... Actually, hold on a second. Let's redo some of this. We need to move this. Actually, let's put the chemical plants like right here. We'll do 2 of them because 2 seems better. Sure. So let's build this down here. And we'll actually pick these up because I don't want to go quite so close to the... We want to give those a relatively large berth. Flight, great. And these are going to be building sulfur. So obviously he needs these 2 things. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a good way to do this that doesn't involve a crap ton of switching over pipes with these underground pipes, but I'm not thinking of any. Oh well. So a little more. So let's just build a bunch of these because we're going to need them. Again, we did this not quite the right way. Whoops. Let's think this through. We're gonna need. Right, so our petroleum can come like this, which means we can just have a water pipe straight through, and obviously connecting this way. That way. There we go. Okay, so now this is allegedly, well, it will once we get electricity going. What a mess. Now, sulfur is not a liquid or a gas. It's something you have to like pick up and move around with inserters, right? I'm pretty sure that is how it works. Just to make sure this is in fact how it works. Oh, for Christ's sake. Freaking electricity. Never have enough of it. Actually, hold on a second. Hold the phone. Can I build some of these, Oh, I haven't researched it yet, obviously. I need blue science, okay. No, we're doing this the hard way. What a shame. Okay, yes, it does work this way. Good to know. No, we're actually going to need, like, fast inserters. Works are held up because I don't have any more. Okay, that's fine. So let's put this electric pole right here. Because we're going to need yet more these things. Right, because once we have the sulfur, we then need that to make sulfuric acid, plus iron plates. So let's have this thing running this way. So that's going to happen like that. We need a light. So I noticed that coming out of here, the iron plates are all on this side. That's good to know. Although it's actually kind of irrelevant. So we need to arrange a junction here. Whoops. Yeah, I know. I can't make that. Underground belt. One more like this. Oh god, no. Stop that. How do I make this go onto the other... Oh, I need to have like a... There we go. And in fact, upstream of this I can have a balancer. It actually needs to be balanced the other way. I've actually run out of yellow belts. How about that? Okay, hold on a second. Here's what I need to do. Plate is researched. Very good. Landmines. Sure. I don't know if we're ever going to need that, but we're actually going to redo this little bit here. What's going to happen is we take this thing. That didn't take very long. Heavy oil cracking to light oil. Light oil cracking to petroleum gas. Well, that seems useful. Once we get blue science, that is. Hooray, now we have balanced, more or less. Okay, so that'll sort itself out once our ingest of iron plates gets finished. So now what we need is 2 more chemical plants, which we've already built. Actually, if these things only require... Hold on a second. Sulfur and iron plates and some water. Yeah, why can't I just do... All along, why can't I just do... Wait a minute. When I'm thinking about it, what I'm going to do is this. So I have a small little... walkway. There we go. So what happens if... Well, actually we can't because we need to do the... Oh, no, that won't matter. That won't matter. I wonder if it works if you do this. Let's just pick these up to make these both run. The answer is no, they don't. What a shame. Okay, so you do have to connect them by-wise like this. Yeah, that is a shame. And then sulfuric acid comes out the other end. Right, okay, so this we don't need. And so we're just going to pop it in here. Again, with an eye to possible traffic expansion. You know, this first one here on the far right is going to be a little bit different because we have this little pipe to ground thing going on, and of course we don't have enough electricity. Oh, no, not the light. Oh god. Some electricity back. But now this thing's not going to work. Alright, I guess we just need both of these running, unless we do... Yeah, no, because the water pipe is going to need to go there. Okay, anyway, we need... inserters. And we might need to be fast inserters, actually. Sure, we just have a crap ton of power poles. Actually, we need fast inserters, I'm almost certain. Because these things can pick up both items. Yeah, actually, like up here when I built this stuff, I had like multiple inserters inserting things into the same. I mean, I guess that works. But it's not strictly necessary. But once these are running, I can just sort of... figure it out. Okay, so anyway, we have our... what is it? Sulfuric acid now happening. And that's finally the final step for batteries. Actually, while I'm up here, what we're going to need to do is put another splitter in. Because we need to divert this belt of... At least I think we do. Maybe we don't. If we get like long inserters along here, we can just sort of pick them out. So actually, what we're going to do is we're going to put a pipe in here. We're going to connect to a single storage tank. I'm just going to slowly fill with sulfuric acid. I'm going to monitor this and make sure this is... Oh yeah, we need like multiple inserters to happen. Okay. Yeah, now there's no more water. So I just cut the water off. Oh, why does this have to be so complicated? Do I... Oh... How are we going to do this? Because I need 2 squares for inserters and then a 3rd square for the water intake. Okay, let's... Here's our inserters. Right, there's more inserters, okay? Okay, great. Inserters. How are we going to get water to go in these pipes? I don't know if we can. In fact, maybe we can. Maybe we just have to deal with this not being fully saturated. That just seems like a lame idea. Oh, I know what we can do. I know what we can do. Ooh, alien technology. Lets us research alien science packs. Take all this out. Take all this out. We're going to build these. Yeah, I know. I'm doing bad stuff. Wow, so much sulfur. We'll just dump this in. And we can use long-armed inserters. I wonder if this works. This is totally not. Oh my god! Now these don't have electrodes. Oh. Necessary. Okay, the conveyor belt needs to actually be here if we're going to do this way. It's a lot of wasted space. I don't like that. I don't like this much wasted space. But how are we going to get the... Or maybe we do something... Here's an interesting idea. Whoops. Like, if I put another pipe to ground here... This is actually... No. I don't know why this is being so hard. We're building sulfuric acid. Right? Okay, great. Have some sulfur. Have more sulfur. So if I do this... I might just need to space them out, but we'll try this idea. And of course, this all needs electricity. The answer is no, it does not. Okay. Alright, so we're going to need to actually move these one lane over like this. This is going to definitely require all fast inserters. It's almost like a puzzle game trying to figure out how to make all this pipe stuff work. Because having to run conveyor belts and inserters certainly makes this a difficult dilemma. So water intake there, but this now needs to turn into unless we want to just give up and do something like this. I can think of worse things, worse solutions to this. Actually, this is kind of nice, because you can actually connect it to every... Okay, sure. Well, this works for... It works fine for now. We'll deal with it. And now this tank is filling up with sulfuric acid very slowly. Okay, we definitely don't have enough sulfur happening, so... Hypothetically, what if we just turn this off? Wow, we still don't have enough. Okay. That's fascinating to me. Okay, yeah, I know I just broke a bunch of stuff. That's fine. So we're actually going to convert this into another sulfur machine. Actually, that's not necessary, because I can just do... And of course, nobody has enough electricity. Nobody ever has enough electricity in this game. Should probably just stockpile some fast inserters. Those are useful things. Oh, these things stopped making because they're not being used. Oh, they're not being used, of course, because I'm being a dumbass. And I've cut off the supply of... Now this is happening. The problem is it's still not getting the iron plates fast enough. Maybe I need filter inserters. This thing here on the end isn't actually producing anything. There's 49 sulfur, and it's not... I mean, it's very slowly being dropped onto this belt. I wonder if I just take this sulfur. Yeah, it's being made faster than the fast inserter can actually... So I need like a super fast inserter. A stack inserter. And the stack inserter can move like a whole stack. I wonder what happens if you take a stack inserter. Oh goodness, let's not. Maybe we need like multiple inserters. Wouldn't that be something? If you need actually several of these pumping out. We can now do alien tech, that's fun. Okay, let's try replacing these fast inserters with filter inserters. Or at least a filter inserter piece. And for instance, say this one to only pick up iron plates. No. That's not going to work because it still doesn't... Well, two fast inserters still aren't enough to... I don't get it, but we're going to try to build a stack inserter. Just to see if it can solve this problem, possibly, maybe. And we'll build another chemical plant also. So actually what we can do is this and put an underground pipe here stretching across. the downside, of course, is that this is... The stack incinerator is using a lot more electricity. Is it actually... Laser turret damage 1. Okay, great. So here's the thought. What if we replace this one with a filter inserter, saying, alright, only the iron plates. Our filter inserter is apparently inserting 2 at a time. Maybe we need to like research more fast filter inserter capacity. Yeah, sure. Now let's get cracking on another filter inserter. Or not a filter inserter, a stack inserter. Which requires a crap ton of manufacturing to make. Let's do it here. I'm actually going to need to put it like this way. Actually, better idea. Even better idea. God, these pipes are a mess. A real fine mess. In fact, because space is at such a premium. In case we need this one square for something. You know what? No, I can't bring myself to do that. We'll just cut it right across. And we're actually full of sulfuric acid. Okay, so I have crap tons of sulfuric acid. Now we need to actually convert that into a battery. So we're going to need at least one chemical plant again. So we need iron plates and copper plates to build our batteries. Well, iron plates we already have. Let's do some measuring here. So we need to do something like this. Likewise, underground belts. Oh, I did this backwards. Backwards, backwards. Here to there. There we go. There's some rightmost. Oh my goodness. Ah, we've totally run out of coal up there, and it's cutting off our production of steel plates. Oh, the humanity. We have another drill, just in case we're running out of... medium power poles, because you can never have enough of those. How close are we to replacing these with electric versions, I wonder? How do I build electric furnaces? Advanced circuits. I can actually build those now if I get enough. What am I missing to build these? Nothing. I can just build them right now. Straight up. Okay, great. Let's do some of that. Advanced circuits are what I need. Okay, stop, stop, stop. Ugh. Okay, oh my goodness. Having a huge coal problem. My hackneyed balancer isn't doing a good job of balancing. So those are still running. These need to be redone. There we go. Okay. I need to set up like automatic advanced circuit production, because crafting these by hand is just no bueno. Okay, so I can put a little twisty tie here in to ensure that these only fill in on one side of the conveyor. So I need these and I need copper plates. So I can build a filter inserter to just bring down the copper plates from here. I have a huge copper mining operation happening here. Ugh. And I guess if I need to improve the capacity of these, I can just wrap this around and do something like this. So these are coming in one way. I'm gonna need a lot of like copper wires as well. guess the big problem is that I don't want, like, cogs working their way down. Because right now it's all cogs. Oh, damn. I've already thought ahead and put this here. We need some underground belts. Let's see if we can do this more efficiently, shall we? Get some of these freaking wooden poles out of here. There we go. And we have copper happening. Let's move this inserter up here. So that eventually we can do something clever like this. And have a second belt of copper intake. But for now, this is fine. This is fine. This is all fine. I'm irritated at the lack of balancing, so we're going to have to do something about that. So where's the... I know my taskbar is full and that's annoying. I just built the... Oh no, I didn't just build this. Oh, I did just build it. Well, now I have two. Okay, that's fine. These are useful things to have anyway. Oh, actually this doesn't... Because you need to actually insert them on this side. Which means you need to have... No. Okay, I have no idea how to what I'm doing here. All right, let's start over. How do you build a? The problem is that I have these things here, and these are all on this side. So I have to invent some hackneyed solution for this. So we have this that makes some of them go here. And then this has to happen like this. There we go. Now we have an actual balancer happening. Okay, weird. So this thing's trying to make batteries, but it can't because it can't get these materials that it needs. And this is a double saturated line of these things. Wouldn't it be great if we could do... Yeah, actually, hold on. Stop. I know I just built this, but I'm gonna unbuild it. This needs to only be on one side. But as of now, it is still not, because reasons. Okay, sure. Okay, fine, so it's not for reasons. I'll deal, it's fine. So we need to put the copper on this conveyor belt. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Because I could do something funny. I could just run this across here and this across here and have two different inserters doing this. The question then becomes, how do you get the freaking batteries out? There's no good answer for that. So this thing is running on both columns. How do I make this run on only one column? Oh, of course, there's a simple way to make this run on only one column. So what we'd have to do is the following. Like, intentionally do this. Bingo. Now these are only coming in on one side. And what we can do is put a splitter in. I know this is probably going to be like totally replaced later on. That's fine. Actually, you know what? It'd be even better if we could do this. Which sounds really hilariously like a giant U-turn. And only come out on this side. So that when we do this, underground belts. Oh wait, no, we can't do that. No. We're too far up. We're too far up. We have to run it like here. It's still too far up. We want to put this here, another conveyor belt linkage here. Speaking of conveyor belts, I need to pick up more of them. Something damaged. Can we fix this? Yes, we can. Okay, come back down. I know red science is still slow. Wait, no. I said I was going to do this, and then I did it the same broken way as before. Okay. And I need more underground belts. And now we have both the iron and the copper on the same conveyor. Okay, great. So now we need fast inserters. And finally a long-handed inserter to actually take the batteries out. There we go. And batteries happening here. Let's just move a bunch of those. Underground transport belts are useful. You gotta be shitting me. They're not long enough to go all the way across here. Okay. Stop, stop, stop. Stop, stop. Oh my god. Alright. It would be great if you could do this, but you cannot. Oh, wait a minute. No, it still has the same problem because this needs to be adjacent to that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because we have this whole coal thing happening. The coal thing happening. That's a good point. Why is this coal thing happening? We can put another freaking thing here. There's no reason why we can't do this. And then do this. Whoops. Let's try this again. And we also need to do this. There we go. So we have this gloriously spaghetti conveyor belt system going every which way. I mean, this is worse than like the I-95, 295, what's it called? Indian Head Highway bridge thing down in Southeast. Giant mixer bowl that is. Or maybe it's like the magic... what's it? The roundabout. The magic roundabout. It's a roundabout with roundabouts inside it. It's absolutely ludicrous. And I might need to put a balancer here on my batteries as well. But how are we doing here in terms of... Okay, these batteries are actually coming out rather slowly, which suggests that we need to put another chemical factory in to build more of them, which we can do because we've been very smart about how we built this. This line of pipes here seems unnecessary, though. But whatever. So we'll put another one in. Oops. No, too far. It has to go here. Of course, it needs to be fed electricity. And a long arm inserter. Okay, so now we have two things at full capacity doing batteries These have slowed to a crawl because we don't need any more sulfuric acid. This is slowed to a crawl because we don't need any of this. I'm building for the future. Eventually we're going to need this sulfuric acid for other stuff, and we're going to need these sulfurs for other stuff. And we're going to need all this oil compounds for stuff. Okay, wow, we've been at this for quite a long time. We're going to quickly start to do the... now that we have batteries, we can build blue science. Yeah, among other things. So it's basic oil processing, and the thing that I haven't researched yet, which is the... Oh! This requires water in addition to my crude oil. And I can crack... Okay, so this lets me get more advanced stuff out of my oil refineries. And it lets me hook up water to the other intake. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, we'll just end this episode here. Thank you all for watching. Next episode, we're going to take these batteries that we went to so much trouble to make and actually do something with them. We're also going to automate advanced circuits and processing units. There's something we need sulfuric acid for. Advanced circuits and sulfuric acid and regular electronic circuit. We're going to need to, like, pipe our electronic circuit line down here. We need to, like, bust these down here on, like, another freaking conveyor belt. God, when this factory becomes too not big enough, I don't know what I'm going to do, because this is just spaghetti city here with so much stuff going on, and there's no capacity to upgrade this. There is capacity to upgrade this. I can put a few more assembly machines for this in. And I can always add more machines to build copper wires. That's always something I can do. But this is all made possible by that brilliant train I made. Up here it comes, pulled right into the station, right on schedule. Offloading the oil. Or not. Okay. Oh yeah, it says it does that when it's idle 5 minutes, so it's just going to keep driving around. Not doing much because we've actually totally filled our crude oil barrels. Robotics. Yeah, sure. And yeah, that's happening because maybe we need more refineries. These aren't running anywhere anyway because we have... Everything's all full up. We're even full of this because we're not using all of it. We're using like a tiny... Oh, because we're... That's right, because the sulfur is stopped up and the plastic probably stopped up. Right, because we're not actually consuming any at all because we're not making any plastic and we're not making any sulfur. But once we build this huge, glorious electronics factory, this plastic and this sulfur will be zipped through like that. And that's something we're going to do next episode. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed it. And I will see you all next time. So long and good night.